Hi there guys, Stuart here from Marshall Music. Tonight on Stu Chats With, I have with me two very, very interesting looking men. One has
a goatee and
long hair. The other one looks very nice. It's a lovely, respectable young man. His name is Ruan. Hi, Ruan.
Hello.
Hi. This one, I don't know.
It's like always this.
Yes, yeah.
I'll shake your hand.
Thanks, man. That's very nice of you.
They're both very, very good musicians. They are currently with Joe Black, who is obviously well known everywhere. He's like the biggest act on the circuit at the moment.
I think so.
Huge.
Yeah. He's huge.
And these two men are his guitar players, and they get to rock and roll all over the country.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. It's really nice to have you here.
Nice to be here,
I'm
man.
going to stop being awkward with you in a minute. I shouldn't, eh?
No, it's good. It's good. Great TV.
So now, let's talk about guitars and music and stuff in general. How did you guys get into guitar? You start.
Okay, so my mother and her sisters, they all sing and play guitar.
Okay.
So when I was 5, I started playing a little bit. My mom used to paint with like fingernail paint.
Yeah.
Draw the chords for me, like a D and A and stuff. So that's how I started.
Yeah.
And then when I was 10, I got
Have you learned the chords yet?
Yes. And then when I was 10, got an electric guitar and like got some lessons, but I was mostly jamming along with music and stuff. And then after school, I went to study with Gerrie Pansegrouw.
Yeah. I'll say it again, the best guitar teacher in the country.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
He also studied there.
We met there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then since we met, my life fell apart.
How dare you? What?
And that's the end of that. Now we're here. So.
Wow. This is gonna be a tough interview, yeah. I actually started when I was 10. We were like 4 friends, and
so you started 10, you started 5.
5.
That's why you are 5 years better than him.
Yes, absolutely. I'm still learning from him a lot. We were 4 friends, and we wanted to start a band, so we got guitar lessons in Bronkhorstspruit. And we started band in 10 with original songs, and that's kind of where I started. And obviously, I grew up in a music venue called the Sink Shack.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
You haven't played there, have you? You should. If you haven't yet,
I've played there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
With the Liesel Marshall band.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
Well, many. 2 or 3 times.
So it was cool because I got to see all the musicians in our country.
Except me.
Except you. I can't remember, dude. I was like 10, bro.
Yeah, you're very young, yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then just gone to as many bands as I could. And after school, met him at SAMI. Started a cover band, which was really fun. Free beer cover band. It was.
I know the singer.
Ah, both of them. He's here. And then the Joe thing happened, and now we're here.
When did you join Joe's band?
I think it's 3 years ago now. 2.5, 3 years ago.
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And how many gigs do you guys do a year?
First year was 304. It was
304 gigs.
The first year, dude, it was.
That's insane.
It was insane, dude. It was so crazy. I think the second year we did about 255.
Oh shit.
Yeah, week. But he had the neck.
Swap.
He had the neck operation.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't gig for like 2 months. So we probably would have made it again.
Yeah.
And this year it's not that bad. I think we hit maybe under 200 this year.
Yeah, maybe
186 or something.
Yeah, and he's probably picking nicer gigs.
Yeah.
So it's better to be
also,
more picky.
he's a family man. He's 37 already, so you can't do that. He knew that he had to do it for the first 2 years. Obviously, he's on the scene now.
Yeah.
But obviously, there was never the plan to keep going that hard for that long.
I mean, it's actually it's quite easy to do 300 gigs a year if you're just a solo artist with backtracks.
Yeah,
Yes.
but with
But
6
full
guys.
band.
Yeah, we got to
Hats
know
off.
each other, bro.
Hats
We
off to
got
you
to
guys.
know each other really well.
Yeah.
He's really smelly. Yeah.
Yes.
What? Don't
No,
you dare,
I
bro.
I mean,
Come
he doesn't
on.
smell. He doesn't smell like anything.
He's the smelly
Oh
one.
wow. Are you the smelly one?
Yes, I
Oh,
think
wow.
I am.
But like I said, you've got the looks, the talent. You can smell. It's fine.
Exactly.
Lekker.
I need to not smell just to like balance it out. You know?
So now let's talk about gear. But before we get there, what's your relationship like on stage musically?
Oh,
How
that's,
do you
that's interesting.
Yeah, I want to know how you guys do the voicings and tone, and how do you do your
So,
guitar parts?
I'm more the rhythm guitarist, obviously, and he's more the lead guitarist because he's the better one.
But we
As you
switch
say.
though.
We do switch, like every
You
now and
admit
then.
he is better.
Of course, yes. No, obviously, I look musically. I look a lot up to him. Like I learn every day. Every day I learn something.
Okay.
But like I always go for the bit of the fatter tones,
Okay.
for the rhythm stuff. Like obviously, I need. That's my job in the band. Just getting molds, you know, in the sound.
Balance.
Yeah, and like he's obviously got the brighter tone, just to cut through the mix as well. Yeah.
Okay. And then on that note, what guitars are you using and what do you use?
Used to be.
Oh yeah, Gibson for me. The Gibson Les Paul. Actually, I have to bring it here. It needs a little bit of work. And I used the Fender Strat for a while, but the Gibson is just better. But he's the reason I love Gretsch now so much, because he's been a Gretsch fanatic.
Yeah.
And I just, I'm in love with my Gretsch.
It's just giving me a serious Gretsch love look.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
It's great, yeah.
So you're the more leady things. I mean, does Joe let you kind of let you bust some chops out and some solos?
In some of the covers, yes.
Yeah.
And I get some tones, but we usually just stick to the parts that was
Very responsible of you.
written by like Fleurs and Danny and people. So it's like
I can't really mess that up.
Yeah.
You know? It's just so good.
how could you mess
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that? So
Yeah.
it's actually fun also to just stick with parts that work. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Another cool thing
Playing for
about
the song.
when you talk about our relationship as performers as well is me and him are polar opposites of each other in almost every sense.
Okay.
It's personality-wise, performance-wise, hairstyles,
Yeah, now.
like pretty much everything.
He's got a great beard.
I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. It's hard. It's the worst.
He's got jeans that don't have holes in them.
You see,
Yeah. Thanks, man.
deal.
I've got some money for you. If you
Thanks.
want.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I would love that.
I'll give it to you after.
Cool. It's perfect.
Sorry.
But yeah, the cool thing is like we complement each other in every sense because we work together as well. We've got a studio.
Yes,
Deon
we'll talk
Graaff.
about that,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So the cool thing is that we complement each other in every way because we are exactly polar opposites of each other.
Yeah.
And you see that in the performance in the live shows as well. I'm much more of a performer than a great player, but I like the perform. I like to entertain.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, if I mess up, I've got someone he's just on it the whole time, doing a beautiful job and making us sound better.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it's stuff like that. Like we always stay with the iconic duo, the new iconic duo. It's just a joke, but yeah.
Okay, and then but before we talk about your studio and your
Yeah.
production side, let's quickly talk about your gear, amp wires and pedals and stuff. What do you use?
I use the Line 6 DT25.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks to Marshall Music for that one. Donkey Stuart. And then pedals. I would say my pedal board's pretty outdated, I think. Like a lot
No
of
such
Boss.
It
No,
sounds
there's nothing wrong with
amazing.
Boss.
Lots of Boss pedals.
Nothing wrong with Boss pedals.
And a Bogner Ecstasy Blue.
Yep.
No? And a Moore reverb.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Those
a
are great.
Moore modulation thingy, a green one.
A green modulation thingy.
Yes.
Here to here.
And Crybaby one.
Okay. And amp wise? I asked you. I mean, guitar wise, the Gretsch.
Gretsch, Electromatic. with a Bixby.
Yeah. Okay.
I have the Gretsch Electromatic, but not the Bixby.
Yeah, just
Like I'm probably the worst guy to talk to about gear because
Same,
I'm not
actually.
a gearhead at all. Like I literally, if it sounds good, I like it. You know, that's
cool.
as
Yeah.
easy as I am. But thanks to Westhaven's Music, the guys that endorses me,
and Joe.
and Joe, the whole band, yeah.
Yeah.
I've basically recently just kind of fixed a nice pedal board that works for me and it works well. So I've got a Blues Pro in my overdrive pedal.
Awesome.
Then I've got the Bass, what's it, OD5 or something? The distortion one, the orange one. I don't know what that thing.
Oh, it's the
Yeah. I think it's the
Dyna
OD3.
Drive. It's the
It's the Dyna
Oh,
Drive.
Dyna Drive.
I also
Yeah,
have
It's
actually
a dark orange one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I stole that from David de Jager.
No, that's a lekker pedal.
It's a great pedal.
It is a great pedal.
And then the Line 6 Echo Park. It's
Beautiful.
They don't make them anymore, but
discontinued, but it sounds
love
incredible.
That pedal. I
Yeah.
love that pedal so
Yeah.
much. And then I bought myself the Hall of Fame 2, which is
Brilliant.
I love that pedal so
Yeah.
much. It's great. And then I've got a loop station that I use in my solo shows. If I ever do solo shows, I just go
Okay.
through that as well. Yeah.
Amp-wise?
Oh, Supersonic, the Fender Supersonic
Nice.
22-inch,
Nice.
beautiful amp.
And
just
do
got it
you
fixed.
do you take that to every gig, or I mean, obviously if you're flying, you just specify a Fender
Yeah.
amp.
Yeah, it's normally
Yeah.
just whatever they have. It's
Usually,
normally
yeah.
like a DeVille or something.
Yeah.
But we try. He always takes his amp everywhere because
Yeah.
he just really knows how that, and it sounds it sounds great.
Yeah.
His rig is amazing. The outdated thing is not true. It sounds
true.
Well,
amazing.
there you go. If you want more details on these guys' rigs, there'll be a full Gear City rig rundown airing on this Friday. So check that out. Oh. Okay, let's talk about your studio thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fun. Dee Graaff Productions. That's how we call it.
How do you spell that?
DEE
E. Graaff Productions.
Productions.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Have you got like a website, Facebook page?
Only Instagram at the moment, I think.
Instagram.
Yeah. Actually, we still got to work it out, I
Dee
guess.
Graaff Productions.
Dee Graaff Productions.
And what are you up to at the moment? What have you been working on?
Wanna?
Werner Bakker.
Yeah, I've heard great things
Ah,
about it.
so
he's
amazing.
awesome. So a new single from him. Just a friend of ours, Mark Steenkamp's single. Just a bunch of singles. Almere, Welgemoed's in there also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Van Wyk Brandt, he's a great vocalist. So we're doing
Okay.
stuff for. I think we focus on like unsigned, up and coming people.
Yeah.
We kind of just chase songs. So if it's a good song, then we'll.
Okay, well, so that was my question. Are you co-writing with these guys? Are you you kind of nurturing them as well? and-
Exactly. Like we do try to write. If they like, okay, so how we work basically. If the song's good, we want to work on it.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing for me is telling someone, sorry man, I don't want to record the song. I don't feel it's gonna work. It sucks to do that because it's someone's baby, you know. And I always say like, it's fine if you hate me, but go find someone that loves the song. Then you'll find your product.
Better for everyone.
Yeah, and we always we'll start on working the song and the structure and maybe change some lyrics if it's necessary. Like with someone with Werner, he's such a great songwriter. We don't really need to do much. He's just the song's already there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just really like working the song from the beginning, and literally then we just start producing and see where it goes. And we are very lucky to be working with. We are really lucky to get to work on some songs that they're such good songs, man. Like there's a young guy called Ruan Graaff, and he's writing some really good Afrikaans tunes, and that's fun. We're doing an EP next year for Werner Bakker as well, another one. So we did the first one.
Yeah.
That was actually our first project, and that's how we actually started Dee Graaff Productions. Was like we listened to Werner Bakker at a live show, and it was we need to do this.
Yeah, you accosted him after the show.
We need to record this guy.
Yeah.
And that's how the whole thing started for us. So yeah, we've got some cool things coming up next year. There's some good prospects as well for other stuff I can't talk about now, but it's next year I think is going to be a big year for us, I think.
Okay, cool. Dee Graaff Productions.
That's it.
DEE
GRAAF.
F as well.
Yes.
Okay, so
Check
look
that
out for
out.
that.
Yes.
They're going to be huge.
I believe that too.
Yeah, good.
One day.
And now plans for December tour with Joe Black?
Yes,
And us gonna
not
get
as
the-
big as last year and the year
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
I think we're doing about probably like 7 shows or something, like a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just gonna be the Jeffries to George kind of thing, Hermanus. That all.
Do
That
you
all
need a
thing.
guitar tech? I want a holiday.
I mean, I
Or is it
would,
gonna
I would
be hard
prefer
work?
someone I like.
All right, no, this interview's over.
I had to put one in there, bro. I had to put one in there.
It's fine. We'll talk afterwards.
Oh, damn.
And then plans for next year? What's happening with Joe next year? Is there
Actually,
any album plans?
I think there is album plans. I'm not actually sure how much we can talk about that stuff.
like secret.
Yeah, like we can't really say a lot, but I think there's really big things coming. Stuff I don't think anybody will see coming. It's gonna be big, yeah.
Now you guys were talking about wanting to take like a guitar off the wall as payment for this interview.
Yes.
It just kind of reminded me. I've asked a few guys this. If you could take if you had to go, you were stuck on a desert island and you had to play one guitar for the rest of your life, what would it be? Any guitar.
He's gonna say Gretsch.
Yeah, obviously Gretsch. What's it like? There's something
A Gretsch Brian Setzer.
that's. I'd probably just take that because I can see it. But what's it like? Something country gentleman.
Yeah,
Yes,
country gentleman.
that's the
No,
one.
that's
what I would take.
yeah. And you?
I'll probably go for like a Martin D28. Just something good, like
Yeah.
acoustic.
Yeah.
I love acoustic guitar much more than electric.
Do you guys get to play a bit of acoustic, or does Joe do all the?
Joe does the acoustic
stuff.
when we do acoustic
He's playing
shows.
Sigma, so he's endorsed by
Yeah,
Sigma.
yeah, yeah. So when we play acoustic shows, I do play acoustic. I've got a Sigma as well, a DR28, so it's great guitar. But I do solo shows as well. We still do free beer shows every now and then. Like we did maybe like 5 this year or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do solo shows, or I do little cover shows, and then I obviously get to play my acoustic. And yes, I still love that. I still love writing at home with my acoustic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm an acoustic guy more than an electric guy.
Okay. No, that's good to hear. No. You guys have to go back in time to being a 16-year-old. What would you do differently, or how would you change the way you learned music or guitar? What would you do differently?
I think I would just try to get into the right circles earlier, because I think that's the
Okay.
most important thing.
Okay.
Just so you know.
In terms of
Maybe
in terms of watching the right guys, or hanging out with the right
Trying
guys,
to-
jamming with the right guys.
just make contact, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay.
So I'd maybe go to some, what do you call it, boarding school or something, because I come from Secunda.
Weren't many people to
Yeah,
suck information out
yes,
of.
there were a few who got me to Gerrie, so at least there was some.
Yes, you're lucky you got to him, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I think but he helped us out with contacts a lot as well, like Andries Visser,
Yeah.
those kind of guys, Rixie, So I think that's the main thing.
Okay. And you?
I don't know if I'd really change a lot. I'd probably just work harder on like the playing part of it, you know? That's something especially when I was a teenager, I quite missed, because I wanted to be 16, you know? But the rest of it, like, I feel it was a good run. Like, everything happened as it should. You know, I was very lucky to grow up in the Sing Shack, and
You were.
yeah, I mean, I probably played 1,000 shows only in the Sing Shack.
Yeah.
You know, just the experience of being on stage and just meeting all. I remember when I was 19 at SAMI with Gerrie, I got the chance to sit with Albert Frost and speak about like music theory or whatever. You know, like not everybody gets that chance. So I was really lucky. So I don't think there's a lot I could have gotten. I was lucky to get that kind of exposure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy.
Well, yeah, I mean, from those two answers, it's definitely, and that's great advice. It's network.
It's very important, yeah.
Hang out with musicians, jam with musicians, and I always say this: play with people who are much better than you.
Absolutely. Why do you think I'm still with this guy? Graaff, the
You're not
master.
getting any better. Play with him.
No. Do you think we're friends? You think we're friends? Oh man.
Okay.
But you don't need to get better. You are very good.
Absolutely.
You are very good. You're very good. Almost as good as me. Guys, that's all we have time for. Hey, social media shout-outs. Are you your private accounts? Or what? Are you on Instagram?
I'm on
Twitter?
Deon Dee on Instagram and
Deon Dee.
DeonDee.
Yeah.
On Instagram and Facebook. Go check me out.
Okay.
I post stuff.
And you?
Yeah, just Instagram, Graaff, Graaff.
That's it.
That's it.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Go check these guys out. Monster musicians, monster people, apart from him. Just really good guys, apart from him.
Wow. Love you guys.
They've got great hair, great beards, apart from him. Wonderful personalities. Guys, that's all we have.
I'm going to hit you with him.
Stu signing out. Cheers. Adios. Arrivederci. Shalom.